President Obama announced today that he wants to take military action in Syria, but wants to get the go-ahead from Congress to do it. The White House is accusing the Syrian government of using chemical weapons against its own people. The president says he will make his appeal to Congress when they return from summer recess to try and get them to approve military force against the Syrian regime.
After careful deliberation, I have decided that the United States should take military action against Syrian regime targets. This would not be an open-ended intervention. We would not put boots on the ground. Instead, our action would be designed to be limited in duration and scope.
The Syrian government and opposition groups blame each other for the use of chemical weapons. The UN is running tests from sites where the attacks reportedly happened. Now, war protesters gathered in several cities across the U.S., including right here in the Twin Cities. Reg Chapman talked to them about their concerns.
What do we want? Peace! When do we want it?
Now! This group gathered on the People's Plaza in downtown Minneapolis say U.S. intervention in Syria cannot bring peace and justice to that country.
I'm here because my daughters have never lived in their lifetimes in a time of peace. We've been at war since before they were born, and it needs to stop right now.
Tom Boland says he was compelled to call this group together.
I can't sit idly by and watch our government wage yet another war that will make more enemies from my children, drive us further into debt, and perpetuate the idea that Americans are interested in war and domination.
Everyone at this rally says they've seen the images, the video of young children and women in Syria allegedly suffering from exposure to chemical weapons. All in this group sympathize but express caution when it comes to using military force to address the situation.
I'm here today so that a few more mothers and fathers don't have to have sons and daughters come home and have PTSD like I do.
What do we want? Peace! When do we want it? Now!
For war veterans like David Cooley, the thought of another military conflict brings tears to his eyes. He says the president should listen to the will of the people.
What do we want? Peace!
And right now, he and this group of protesters believe sending a message to Syria should not mean going to war.
What do we say to the mothers and the fathers and everyone else that's killed as collateral damage because we went in there to attack them to send Assad a message?
Now, there were no people in support of a military strike against Syria at today's rally. Most people I spoke with today say they are pleased that the president will at least let representatives of the people debate and vote before taking any action.
Thank you so much, Reg.
Thank you.